there and thinking he got it going on, and it really made me mad because of the fact that, oh yeah, he's been locked up. You know, the girls have the mentality, oh, he been locked up, he ain't got no kids, blah blah. And then they the one that wanna give him, and then when they decide to take it from him, you know, them niggas is not going with that. And then the next thing you know, they gonna fight. The next thing you know, they're back in, and that's what happened with Charles and with Robert. And I'm like, you know, you guys, y'all know you can't drink, you know, you can't smoke dope, you know. So why are you doing it? Because you gonna go right back and do something stupid. My brother went and broke into the one that was here. When he broke into somebody's house. Let me tell you what he told me. He sounds so stupid. I said, you know what? You really sound stupid. I seen he was on some drugs, tripping. I seen the dog, and the dog was inside the house. And I decided, and it looked like it was hungry. When you tell me how it looked like it was hungry, how did you get out your clothes? And then they found you in there, and the lady said you tried to rape her. What is really going on here? Who are you think you talking to? Now you wonder why you back here. How are you so stupid? You know, I mean...
That's a mentality, and they just don't break it. And unless you
makes
break
you wonder.
that, you just keep going keep doing the same thing over and over.
I ain't going that way. You never heard about me going. I ain't going.
Knock on wood. I was so happy that we're about him and Keisha. I the one. I had to go. I'm so stupid. How can I get caught up and get... You know what?
I didn't say when his daddy was young, if he put him in jail, they would put him out of jail. Cause
he would have been, he would have clowned so bad. Tony would have...
Tony and Bobby.
Yeah, he
got
right
Bobby.
Here,
you know what, Broadway, you had Methodist Church, right here on Fall Creek. They had a parking lot out there where kids would go and play ball in the parking lot.
Your daddy wouldn't go.
And somebody was parked in there. I don't know, something happened. And the police went there and going to mess with them for playing ball in their parking lot.
Yeah,
and when that kid got great, they had to call me to come down and get him.
Big Tony was always really village. He tell you in a minute. He wasn't going.
Well, that was one thing. Even Peter could not stand police officers. He could not stand white people. And
he was like that. I don't know how him and Bobby got to be so close. Cause Bobby was the one that would do some scandalous stuff. Every time he get together. I know, but Bobby just, you know, that was the only thing that I hated about him. Cause, you know, cause Bobby. Big Tony, he wanted to do the right thing, but that doggone Bobby, he just would just get in there. You know, and then I was more outspoken, and that doggone Gwen was so weak and meek. You know, Gwen just, whatever Bobby say, he just, and I was just like, ooh. How ain't Mary, she still
Mary is, she's just getting older.
She's still living?
She's still in the wheelchair. She's in a wheelchair.
Oh, she is?
Can't do nothing without.
How about them kids, them bad boys she used to have,
well, Junior and Terry.
That's the oldest one.
Still at home. The oldest is Junior.
He's still at home?
He's still at home. Junior and Terry and Lisa still in the house with her.
Oh, Lisa's still at home with her mom?
They're still there. She has to be there. America and take care of
herself. Where Gwen at?
Gwen moved in with Tracy. Tracy bought a house.
Oh, Tracy, that's her.
That's
Tracy.
Gwen's daughter.
Oh,
Gwen's
no.
daughter.
Pauline is the one that Gwen used to be. Isn't it Pauline? Was it the one that used to be real tight? They was like,
yeah,
school,
I don't know where she is. They might be still friends. But Tracy bought a house. And when Tracy's daughter went off to college, there's two boys left there, so Gwen moved in with her so they could save some money, and she was.
Where Billy at?
Billy? Billy got married, you know, and he
did?
And he doesn't hang with the family too much. He didn't even come to the Thanksgiving.
Right.
He had Thanksgiving dinner. So Mary said he hangs with her family a lot.
Really?
So, he's still at True Vine. He's director of music there.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I just remember the little nappy-headed boy. That's all I could remember. They all were just little youngsters to me. So, Marie's kids doing okay, too?
Marie's kids are doing fine.
Marie doing?
Marie's doing good.
You always think about Michael. How's Michael doing?
Michael remarried, you know.
Oh, no, I didn't know all that.
they all still friends.
Are they still friends?
With all the children they have, yeah. They still friends. He got married. They've been separated.
It's been some years. I used to remember that Michael.
Mr. Highball.
Yeah, Mr. High. Yeah, Michael. He was a policeman at the time when I was.
And he retired from police school.
Oh, he did.
But,
how about Marie? Did she retire from the post office?
Oh yeah, she retired. She did? And Marie's had. She had that bariatric.
Bariatric surgery.
She lost all her weight. and she had a knee that was hurt in grade school. She was playing, so she played softball.
Oh.
So they
You
wouldn't
know, I
operate
remember
when
she
she
did.
was
It was-
younger.
I think she
But
was
I
having a problem with
think
that knee at the time.
about 2 years ago, she finally had
Oh,
that
she
knee.
did.
So she's doing real good.
Well, how about the kids?
You know, Michael passed.
Oh, well, that's the
Son.
Tony told me. I didn't know he had passed
Oldest
away.
girl is in Wyoming. You know,
Which one? Margaret or
Johnny's.
Johnny's.
Yeah, her husband got it. You know, he's a CPA, so he got a job out there.
Oh.
And then they have, you know, the two oldest boys are not fully developed. I had Down syndrome.
Which is that one right there? That's the one. What's her name?
That's Margaret.
Okay, Margaret.
She just
She's
got
still here.
married. That's her.
Oh, she did?
That's her new
Mhm.
husband. They just got
Oh,
married last
I
August.
tell you, you know what? Because I remember they was just little kids. They always had such a pale look, like they never went outside. I remember, but they were just. I remember her because she always had that cowlick. She's the one with the cowlick, the more
She
cowlick.
is a new person.
Is
You know,
she?
she married the first guy and had them 3 kids. And you know,
Oh, I see.
Margaret's a homebody, dedicated.
Mhm.
She dedicated her life to raising them kids.
Oh, that's
If you
good.
can believe, her 2 girls in college.
Oh, really?
And she
Good.
only got Victor home. So when the last one went off to college, she decided she's known this guy since
Oh,
and
for
she
the
decided
umpteen.
to get married.
Mm.
And she's working at this Christian Theological Seminary.
Oh,
up
she
there.
is? Oh.
And she's back in school, so she decided to go
Good
back and
for
get
her.
a degree. She does it on the internet
Online.
mostly.
That's what Keisha was doing hers
So I asked
too.
her what she made, and she said education. I said, what you gonna do? She said, I don't know. I just wanted to finish it.
Mm.
That's good. No, that's
But
good
she
though,
got
because
a
they were
good
just
job,
young
so
kids.
she-
They didn't have no kids when I
So
was.
I am so proud of her. And she looks so different. She's
So
smiling.
she got
all
married. Oh, good.
She smiles all the time. And I
Good.
told her husband, I said, look, you put a smile on my baby's face, but if you ever take it off, you're going to come back.
I know
He
that's
just
right.
laughed.
I know that's
Because
right.
I have never seen her smile. She dresses different. She was dressed.
That's
She looked
good.
like an old woman, but she.
Yes, she always did. She was
did,
kind of.
she
They did
dresses
dress
very
old.
nice, so she
Mhm.
is a new person.
So Marie haven't got a new husband or nothing.
No,
That's
no.
all right. Tell her that's all right. We have been. Look, I always said, you know, Miss Girl, I've been married 5 times, and I just,
It
you
was
know.
so funny. We bowled together on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
She bowled in the summer of senior league.
Mhm.
Winter
Oh,
months,
summer
she didn't want
senior
to drive
league.
for the first time. So, and Thursday, Thanksgiving, the league was winding up.
Uh-huh.
And we were sitting there, and this guy was sitting across me. He just kept staring. And finally, I just started staring back. He said, "What's your name?"
What, he talking to you?
Yeah, he told me. I said, "Marie." And he just kept staring and grinning. He said, "You don't remember me, do you?"
Uh-oh. Somebody you knew?
I said, "He met me when you weren't even born. I lived on Guilford, the
Mhm.
house that I built."
That one, I remember the house that
You
had the
remember
basement.
that? Huh?
Was it one that had the basement?
It had a basement, had a beauty shop in the basement and everything.
Yeah, but yeah, I
No.
think Sonia stayed down in the basement
Oh, no, you're
then.
talking about
No?
Illinois Street.
Okay, I don't. I just.
This
You know
was
what? They don't
before
look
that.
nothing like.
That's like the first house, second house I ever bought.
Mhm.
No, I did. I remember the one that was in the basement. I remember what street it was
I
on.
bought that house. I'm trying to think who was home. All the kids were home.
Yeah, Sonia was home.
Beautiful house right
Let's see,
there
that one I
off
didn't
of Fairfield on
Mhm.
Guilford.
Mm.
And he said that he worked at Finance Center with Mary, and Mary introduced him to me.
And you just overlooked him, huh?
It's no way. I say no way in the hell. You
Mary.
can look at my face
And
now and
remember
tell me
that?
I look 40 years ago. I know I don't.
You still look the same though.
That's what he said.
You
but
still,
I
she
couldn't
does.
say
She
that.
still look the
But
same. I see
anyway,
it.
he turned out to be
She
a
don't
nice
even look like
young
she
guy,
aged. I
and,
couldn't remember. She looks the same.
He's got a church. He's pastoring
Oh,
a
he's a
church.
oh.
And, well, you know, big church. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
after bowling on Thursday, we go. He liked to eat, and so I don't mind eating.
Yeah,
Well,
grandma.
that's
Yeah,
So
grandma
Mary,
is top. Yeah,
Mary
that's
looks
true.
at me. I think Curtis called one day, and I was coming home.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "Well, I'm getting out of the car. I just been to dinner." So then he
You know
tells
they gonna eat
after,
at
"No,
30
I'm
degrees.
not
Who
going
is
for
my-
it."
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yeah, they
That's
tell
sound
it.
like them, because
Yeah.
I'm not going.
them
Yeah.
boys used to be really
Yeah,
good.
they ain't no,
Frank,
they ain't no
I
joke.
remember when she got married to Mr. Frank, it's just like,
Oh, Lord,
I don't know
thought-
how that happened, because
That
them boys,
almost-
they
That
don't play.
almost didn't happen.
I know, because I
And
knew
the
they
worst part
wasn't
was
going.
I asked Tommy to walk down there. He wasn't going to walk down there.
I know, I'm like, when they said she got married to Mr. Frank, I'm like, what? Who? Them boys I'm serious. Them boys was not letting their mama. They was not going there. And then Mr. Gray, he was so nice to me. And then when I hear how he was, he never let me, I always used to think, he told me stuff. He said,
I let her read that.
Yeah, he let me read
thing
the
that you wrote to your
I said,
children.
oh my gosh,
The what now?
That thing that you wrote to your children.
Oh.
Song you gave them.
Oh, really?
And yes, he let me read it, and I was just in tears because you know what? He had me so fooled. You know, he was always there for me.
Who?
Mr.
Clyde.
Oh, okay. He's good for most people.
No, but you know, I'm just saying that. And I said, you know what? He used to just make me think that you were just the worst person in the world. I
Well,
said,
by the time you got to that point, he was a better person, but I just couldn't regroup my mind to go back because
I know that's right. That's the way I felt. I understand that. I know, but he just
and
was
I had no
terrible.
intention of getting married again, so.
Well, that was good. You did. That was all
Anyway,
right.
yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I just finished this book, so
You finished it?
yeah, I finally got it finished. Now I got to find a publisher. I had the publisher's
You
name,
did?
but I haven't been able to reach her. So when I get this publisher and get her to go over it, and
He always wanted some woman that looked like you, though, because my friend Claudia, she was light skinned just like you and everything.
who did?
He always wanted somebody. I'm telling you, I just know because I know. He always wanted somebody to look like Miss Gray. I was like, well, okay. He did. He always, all the time. He was light skinned. He never, Mr. Gray.
Oh, okay.
He never, and then he never got married or nothing like that. He never did, but he always wanted somebody that looked like you. And I was like, I ain't got no light-skinned friends. All my friends are dark. Except for Claudia. He always did. And you know, Henrietta. You know my last husband, his mother's name was Henrietta too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so two of my husband's mom's name was Henrietta. I always call Miss Gray, but I know her name was Henrietta Gray, and his mom's name was Henrietta Polk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's in South Haven. I didn't know.
She lived where?
She lived in South Haven, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
He was from Mississippi.
Yeah, if she came from, if she.
I met him
Right, somewhere down
I
there.
bet she was white one.
I met her and I met him when I went to Memphis. But I didn't get divorced. I stayed married to him for a lot of years.
She said, my mother's name is Henrietta. I said, yeah, she
That's
got
an
to be
older
over
name
50.
to you.
And she said,
Yeah.
she said,
Yeah, that's one of them names that you just don't, like Mama, Anna Louise, you don't hear Anna Louise, and like mine, Barbara Ann, you don't really hear, most people are Jean and stuff, but no, that's an Ann and stuff, and you know.
Yeah, you don't really get those names though, boy. It definitely
She know
grow with the
Henrietta
time.
Marie's a famous name.
I know what Henrietta is.
Yeah, slave ship. Do you remember the slave ship that was?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't remember that, so.
No, he probably
all
don't know the
that's in
history.
book, but I
Oh, you had it? Did you finish your book though?
I finished it. I just need to get it to the editor and get it streamlined
Right.
down so she can.
Well, how did you go? Because I thought about it, but you know, Mama Neon was so.
Well, writing was a relief valve for me. So
Okay.
over the years,
You just wrote.
when things were getting, I just sit down and start writing. But one thing I did do, I put a date on it.
No, you didn't put a date on that one. I said, when did she write this?
The date, the book, the
The one that you get
The
the
ones
page.
where you wrote
To
something
all
to
my
each of your
kids,
children.
to my
Yeah.
children. I said,
That
what?
was a Christmas thing to my kids. I don't know whatever year that was. I
Yeah,
thought
some-
You didn't put it on there though.
Okay, I've got one of those books, so I'll look at it. But what I didn't do is I didn't write where I was living at the time. And
I know.
You
I
can't
just-
even imagine how many houses I've lived in since then. That's all in the book. I've got in there something from each place that I have lived in.
Well, I remember the apartment when Mama came. Remember when she came here to visit me? That was Tony was. He was probably about. It was when I came before me and your dad got divorced. But Mama came and she lived in an apartment then. She didn't live. She lived in a house and then she moved from the house. I went back to California. I came back. She moved it out of the house and you lived in an apartment. But I can't even remember what apartment it was.
They're all listed. They all are listed.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back one day and had a camera and went to every
You
house
did?
that I had lived in to get a picture of it. Some of them are still there and some are not still there. And some of the pictures didn't come out too clear, but the one that came out clear, I was going to put them in the book also.
Oh, okay.
But I just need to find this publisher and get it ready to get it published. But,
How about Mr. Gray's sister and them? They all passed
you know, I
away?
stopped to see Pete, the oldest girl, still live in the family house.
The oldest sister?
Older sister.
No, I met.
Right,
You know, I
the
met them. I met her, the sisters, and
Pete,
one
we
of.
call her Pete. Her name
Okay.
is Augusta. She's still in the family house.
Oh, really?
But they all are sick. Neither the baby is the youngest one. She's doing okay. But all the Ruth is and got so. Did you go to Elaine's funeral?
I'm not sure which